shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Right, nice breezy day. A wood butchering tutorial. What we've got is a piece of MDF to the end, and it is 2 meters 440 by 607 millimeters wide. And as you can see, I've drawn 2 nice equal lines all the way down the centre, because that's for 2 shelves for my unit. I'll turn the camera that way. That will confuse you. So I'm going to chop this down and get on with the job. Right, we now have the 2 shelves cut, and what you're looking at now, I've drawn 2 lines all the way down it. Now the reason for this is that I've got to think about lighting, because this is going to be the base for one diorama. It's going to cover and not let any light down. So I've drawn 2 lines. These 2 lines are exactly 12mm wide all the way down, and I'm going to run LED light stripping all the way down it. So that's going to run from one end to the other. They come in 5-meter rolls, and this is 2.4, so 5 meters should do 1 run up and 1 run down, and that should give plenty of light on the diorama underneath the shelf. I've got the circular saw out and my router. It's going to send the wife absolutely nutty. I don't know if you can see, but I've set the depth of the circular saw for about 5mm, and that will be the right depth for my LED stripping to go in there and to be sat flush, so the shelf supports don't interfere with the lights. Right, back again. We've cut the 2 slots out all the way along. All it needs now is tidying up with a chisel and a bit of sanding, and now I'm going to turn my attention to routing the edges out. I'm lucky I've only got to do 1 shelf at the moment, because the other shelf will be on the bottom, and this one will be above it with the LEDs in it to light that shelf up. But I needed to do it because I need the base to set the diorama up. Right, I'm all set up to do the routing now. I'll get this done. I've got the boss man, he's intently watching me, making sure that I do everything and all health and safety is applied. So I'm going to route the edges out, and that will be them done, and then we'll move on to the next bit. But I will do a bit when I've finished, just to so you can see what they look like. Alright, here we go. Right, the 2 shelves have been cut, routed and sanded. For the non-believers out here, tape measure, start from the end, work all the way along to the end of it, and as you can see, that is 2 meters 340. So that's the length of my diorama base. Now I'll just put you on pause for a second while I turn these over. Right, back again, and as you can see, I've routed all the edges out, and now all it needs is a couple of coats of varnish, and that's the job done for the shelves anyway. Well, the shelves are the base for the diorama, so the next stage will be take one of these into my secondary hobby shed. There's my shed where I live, but I've got another one behind the back of that, so we'll be going into that. and that's where I'm going to be actually building this beast. So next bit will be up. I'm going for a shower, get cleaned up, as the place is in a right mess and the good lady's not too happy, so we will be into the other shed and we'll start on building the base for it. Right, hello, back again. Another bit of wood butchering before I go indoors. Now here we have a piece of MDF. It is 6mm. It's 1 metre 829 by 607. Now this piece of MDF I actually brought to put a back on a unit. Now I've managed to get my unit out of it, and also 1, 2, 3 base pieces for my diorama, which is a bonus because I had to buy this for another job, and now I can use these bits on my diorama, which you will come to more understanding on the next bit. So, and I've got the boss with me again this morning. He's here ready to make sure all health and safety is abided by. Right, here we go into my, so this is my second shed. This is what I use strictly for dirty work. Right, now, one diorama base, and as you can see I've been doing a little bit of drawing. This is just a rough, just to give me an idea of what I shall be doing. Now, last time we were cutting some wood up, and these are the pieces of wood. It's very difficult in here because it's not very big. These are the bits of wood, and what I'm going to use these for when I put them all onto my base. If you just bear with me a second. Right, because this diorama is so big, I need to work on this in sections. So I've got these pieces of MDF, which was left over from another job because I bought this to do a unit in the house. So what we've got is 1, 2, 3 sections. One section in the middle, and then we've got one section here. Yeah, so that's what I'm actually going to build each section on. And down here on the floor I have some scrap bits. Now these scrap bits will be glued like so, so each section can be butted up and fixed when it's all finished. Yeah, are you with me so far? Now, what I'm actually going to use for the actual building of it is this stuff. Now, this is Celotex board. It's used on the building site because this is the stuff I know. Well, I went to get some of that styrofoam that they use for modelling, and a piece that size, that thickness, worked out, I think it was about 30 quid, and I weren't going to pay 30 quid for a epoxy piece of foam. Now this is high density foam, as you can see. It's extremely, it is some really good stuff. You can sculpt it, you can imprint into it. It is really strong, and it comes covered in this foil. So I'm going to use this to actually build my diorama. Now, if you've noticed, there's been a little bit of a pricing up because I'm going to keep a running total of what it costs. Now, I bought these 2 sheets and they were $4.95 a piece, and that is cheap. That is cheap, and you can get that from any of your builders merchants. Just in case you want to, you know, do a little bit of a build yourself. I mean, I think I'm going to be using this stuff instead of polystyrene because, like I say, it is really strong. I don't know the reason why I didn't think about it before. So that's the plan of action. We're going to use the Celotex board. I'll be cutting that up, and I shall be building my road. The bridge sits in this middle bit, as you can see. It's quite big. If I push that, well, we'll take that off like so, and you can see that I've sort of drawn the road out on this first section, which finishes here. This is going to be my bridge with 1, 2, 3 arches on it all the way through, but the arches will be gone when the Bailey Bridge goes on it. So the Bailey Bridge is going to stretch a good distance. The front, it gives me plenty of front to actually, now I can actually put some vehicles in this front section here, in the water and that, to give it a bit more interest. I've sculpted it off this way, but I've done the same this end, but I'm thinking now I've done it, I might go take it in a straight line to make that side different to this side, and also then I can probably get a few burnt out vehicles along this front edge, which would be really nice, because at the end of the day I don't think I'm going to get a lot of vehicles. I think I'll probably get about 10 on this maximum, because I mean, that's the Achilles excuse me, and he takes up a good part. So a lot of it now is going to be design as I go. As you all know by now, I'm very fluid with my plans, so the next bit will be me, well, hopefully I'll have quite a bit of this built up and done for a good start on this diorama. Right, I hope I'm not going to block this because I can't see the back of the camera. So, right, piece of board that I cut earlier. Yeah. Now I've cut a piece of Celotex board, 2 sides. Now I will give you a tip. If you're going to use Celotex board for your dioramas, cut it with that foil on, because that makes it really strong. And when you're ready to use it, leaves a bit of it on there. Sorry about the noise. That'll do. Now, all I'm going to use is PVA glue, because I'm hoping it's going to be the only thing that's going to fit it really. So I am going to use plenty of it, because as we all know, PVA glue is got blocks in it already. Oh. Okay, wish you do something on camera. It don't go right. Let's see if we can do it this way. Right, as you can see, I've put plenty on. Never go sparingly with a PVA glue. Now, we're just going to stick that to that, like so. Give it a bit of pressure. drop it down the trousers, typical builder fashion. I have to put another one on top. Probably put some weight, but it feels okay. Yeah, that's gonna pop. Yep, I'm happy with that. Right, I just thought I'd show you how I started my base. So now I've got one unit that I can actually work on, but it's going to sit on there when it's finished, so I can sculpt back and cut all out and make my road. Right, I just thought I'd show you that little bit as I squeeze behind the back of the camera and switch you off. Right, welcome back. As you can see now, I've got the foam all stuck down and I've marked out. This is the actual where it's going to be joined. Let's put it together. Look. That's where it's actually going to be joined. And the same again this side. There's another. So the marks there. That will be cut out, and we'll have two pieces of wood like so, glued in so they've got two nice flush surfaces. But I'm not going to put them in just yet, not until I've sculpted and shaped the road and roughly how I want it. Excuse me. So then I can actually cut them bits to suit, and that will be okay. The width of the bridge at the moment is that. This is only a guesstimate, because I need now to get some bits in here for the archways, just as a footing type thing, so I know where I'm going. So that's as far as I've got, and I shall start carving this up, and I shall do another quick video for you, just for them people who are interested, and that's it. Right, back again. We're back outside again. A lovely beautiful day. Right, what I've been doing, I've been trying to get this diorama set out. As you can see, I've made a bridge. It's just to get the proportion and get it sculpted right, if you understand what I mean. I haven't dug out this side yet, but that's on its way. But I just thought I'd just let you see this, my bridge, which will be destroyed for the Bailey Bridge to go over. But I'm just trying to get my heights and just trying to make it look right. So there we go. And another clip. As you can see from last time, I've done a bit of resculpting this end because I weren't too happy with it. But I'm happy with it now. I've got the base down. So we'll move all the way along. Now I've got it all just down to the basic footing. So now I'm going to leave this to dry for a few days, and then I'm going to start titivating with it, cutting bits out and getting it to the shape that I want. The bridge in the middle isn't going to stop there, but it's just more of a reference for me. That's roughly where the stanchions are going to go. Well, the bridge supports through the centre there. And that is generally it. And I shall put this on the end of all the other clips, and I will put this up so you can have a look. Well, if you're watching this bit, you've watched it all. Anyway, that's it from me.